In last week's video, we reviewed QuickBooks Online and the AP and the bill payment system that they have natively in the software. But it did have limitations, and I would say that of all the clients that we worked with, a lot of our clients, especially as they begin to get bigger and they scale up, they're moving away from QuickBooks Online and using other accounts payable systems. So what I wanted to show you today is 5 alternatives to QuickBooks accounts payable and bill pay solutions that might work better for you as your business grows and as you have differing needs, and every business is going to be different. So these 5 solutions that I see all have something kind of unique and something that I think could be particularly helpful for different organizations. So what I thought I would do right now is do high-level overview, tell you about these companies, and then we're going to do deep dives into each one of these software providers, and I'm going to actually hop into the platforms, show you how to use it a little bit more over the course of the next few weeks, okay? So this is going to be a series all about accounts payable, and if QuickBooks is not working for you, totally fine. There's lots of great software solutions out there. And if you're new here, my name is Hannah Smolinski, and I am the founder of a fractional CFO company called Clara CFO Group, and I'm the host of this channel, Financial Tech Lab, where I'm really trying to help you figure out what financial technology is going to help you in your small business. So if that sounds like it would be helpful to you, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I just want to start off by saying that there are a lot of players in the accounts payable space when it comes to financial technology. So the 5 that I'm bringing to you today is not a fully comprehensive list. There are lots of players, and some of them are very bespoke to specific industries, and some of them are going to be for larger enterprises, and some of them are going to be for smaller companies. So what I'm bringing to you today are tools that I have actually seen be used by real small businesses. Either we are using them ourselves at Clara CFO or Clara Media, or our clients are actually using them, okay? And so the 5 players that we're going to talk about today are Melio, MakersHub, Ramp, Bill.com, also it's called Bill now, but people know it as Bill.com, and then Relay, so Relay Financial, okay? So that's what we're gonna get into. What I'm gonna do is just kind of show you really high level the things that these players are offering, because some of them have a wider set of tools and then some have a narrower set, but I wanna just kind of do a brief introduction. And again, we're gonna do deep dive videos into each one of these. And for some of them, we're gonna have more than one video so I can show you how to actually use them and who they might be best for. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna screen share and walk you through these. Okay, so here we are in the first one that I mentioned to you, and that is Melio. So Melio has been around for quite a long time, and actually back in before 2024, Melio was being used as the platform that QuickBooks Online was using to actually do their bill pay. So I think it was around mid-2024, QuickBooks Online and Melio kind of broke up, and QuickBooks started to provide their own bill pay solutions. But Melio was the platform that was being used before that. So QuickBooks and Melio do still have a very good integration. It is a two-way sync between the two systems. And so any bill that you might upload into QuickBooks, you can see directly in Melio. So there are 2 main things that they do is accounts payable, meaning paying the bills that your vendors give you, paying them out, and then accounts receivable, allowing you different ways for your customers to pay you. Now you might be saying, like, why do I need another system if I'm using QuickBooks Online? And the answer is that you might need more flexibility to either receive payments from your vendors, or you need more flexibility in how you can get paid. And also some vendors, I've had this happen before. We actually had a client that was not approved for merchant services with QuickBooks Online. And so they weren't actually able to invoice and receive payments through QuickBooks Online. So what they were able to do is create their invoices in QuickBooks Online, but then connect it with Melio and actually send out their invoices to get paid using Melio. That was kind of an interesting solution I never run into before, but it was a great kind of use case for this system here. So one of the things I really like about Melio is it gives you a lot more flexibility in how you pay your bills. It does have ACH transfers, but you can make faster payments as well. It also has the ability to pay over time. So maybe if you have a bill that maybe is very important for the operations of your business and you need to pay the vendor because maybe they have stricter terms, you need to pay the vendor so they can get started on work. But for you, you need to spread out that cash flow a little bit further. Pay over time is an option. Yes, there's a fee associated with it, but it's an interesting solution if you've got kind of a cash crunch, but you really need to get maybe a consultant really working on a project so they can get you out of a cash crunch, for example. This might be a great opportunity to use a service like that. Anything like that, there's going to be a higher fee associated with it, but sometimes it's going to be worth it to help you preserve your cash flow. So they have a lot of different integrations, and they also have approval workflows as well. And you can put your information into Melio really easily through different types of bill pay capture. And so if you didn't want to upload your documents into QuickBooks Online, you can upload them directly into Melio, and then it does sync into QuickBooks Online. So when I do a deep dive into Melio, I'll show you how that works. And then one of the cool things about accounts receivable as well is, let's say that you send your invoice out to your client, you want to get paid the full amount via ACH, but it does give you the option for your customer to actually pay with a credit card, but they take on the fee. So it will say, like, if the customer wants to pay you via credit card, maybe it's a 2.9% transaction fee. I think it's something like that. Don't quote me on that, but 2.9 is pretty standard, and that can change all the time. Then the customer gets charged that credit card fee, so you still get paid the full amount. That's one thing I really like about Melio is it gives options, because one size fits all doesn't work for most companies. Okay, so it's nice that both on the accounts payable and the accounts receivable side, it gives a lot of flexibility in how you make payments and also how you receive payments. So it's basically kind of like a payment platform sitting on top of your QuickBooks Online. And again, that two-way sync is really great. I'm excited to jump into this one, and that's going to be next week's video. Okay, so one player I'm really excited about in the accounts payable space is called MakersHub. Now, MakersHub would have been great for me to have a number of years ago when I worked with a heavy inventory business, and we were having to put lots of bills into the system line by line and actually code each one of those lines to a particular inventory item in QuickBooks Online. And it took a lot of time. So MakersHub is a really awesome solution if you have very detailed bills, because they have a very good AI-enabled capturing of bill pay. And the real thing is the line item extraction. That's one of the things that kind of puts MakersHub like really above and beyond all the other players that I've seen so far, is that not only do they have line item extraction, but the AI is very good, and it actually learns over time. So it's not just, hey, if something doesn't line up, you're going to have that same issue every time you upload a bill from that vendor. You can actually train the system over time, and it's really cool. So I'm definitely doing at least 2 videos on MakersHub. So I'm really excited to jump into those in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. It's also really great if you have a more complex procurement where you have POs and you need to match your invoices to your POs and identify any differences. That's really good for MakersHub as well. So I see this being really helpful for inventory businesses or maybe construction businesses where you have a lot of detail on your invoices. This can be really, really helpful. Also really a lot of flexibility in how you make payments. And then they've just built in a lot of really cool shortcuts and things to make your life a lot easier when it comes to AP. So it's really just looking at how do we streamline accounts payable as much as possible, and how do we take something that used to be very nitty gritty, lots of detail, lots of time put into AP, and how do we make it a lot easier? So I'm excited to show you this. They have, approval workflows both on the bill approval side and on the payment side, and it's a really great tool overall. So I'm excited to get into that with you. All right, so the next one up, you may have heard of this one as it's kind of up and coming. I think they had a Super Bowl commercial a couple years ago, is called Ramp. And Ramp is not just accounts payable, it's also going to be a spend management system. So I kind of first heard about Ramp because it was presented to me as a way to give your employees credit cards and then give them limitations on those credit cards and be able to kind of set budgets with the spending that's happening in the business. And that is a big part of their business, but accounts payable is definitely a big part of the overall suite of services as well. So their accounts payable, it's also going to have a lot of AI reading of the information coming into the system. And then it also has some line item extraction as well, and not quite as detailed as from what I've seen as MakersHub, but it does have the ability to upload bills, create approval workflows, and be able to pay bills out of the same system that you're using your corporate cards and your spend management. So yes, there's other things like travel, time and expenses, things like that, but really Ramp is mostly about corporate spend and then also accounts payable. And they also have the ability to do the procurement process as well. So if you have a PO and then you receive an invoice for whatever it is you're trying to purchase, it will do that matching of those items. So as your organization continues to grow, you might need that type of service as well, especially if you are, receiving inventory or receiving supplies and you're trying to match whatever you thought the cost was going to be and then what you actually got billed for. So a lot of interesting things to talk about with Ramp. I'm excited to get into that in a few weeks. Many of you may have heard of Bill or Bill.com. This is going to be one of the older players in the cloud accounting AP AR software. They've been around for quite a long time, so they have a lot of market share actually, but they have also they're kind of a behemoth and they do a lot of things and they have a lot of clients, but they do kind of similar to what some of these other systems are doing. They have accounts payable. They also have accounts receivable. They have what they call cash flow forecasting. I haven't explored it too much, but I'm excited to dive into that a little bit more because I love a good cash flow forecast. So you do have the ability to forward with email. Really, all these systems have ability to forward with email to your Bill.com account, and then you can schedule payments and pay bills. You can set up pretty complex approval workflows in Bill. I've seen it be used for that, where if you get a bill from this vendor, it can go here to this project manager. If the payment is above this much, it needs also the CEO to sign off along with the project manager. So you can set up lots of complexity in the approval process if that is something that you need. I'm excited to get into this too, and then we're going to show some of the same examples across the different platforms. So some of the invoices that we're using in the QuickBooks example, we're going to also try with some of these other ones to see like what it's good at and what it's not so good at. Because as I was testing it out, there were some things that I wasn't too impressed with. Like Bill does not necessarily do the line item extraction the way that Ramp and MakersHub do. So that's something, if you are looking for something to kind of streamline your inventory process, maybe Bill is not the right thing for you, but Bill has lots of other great features that might be worth it and definitely good for larger businesses as well. You can have lots of users and you can set up that approval complexity that might make sense for you. So look, I'm excited to dive into that one. Again, they have also procurement as well, and then controls that can be set up as well. So definitely a good option, especially for organizations that are getting bigger and scaling. Now, I wanted to mention Relay because actually I use Relay for my Clara Media business, and this is a good solution that doesn't add a new thing to a tech stack if you already have it. So Relay is already integrated with my QuickBooks account. So I use Relay for my media business, and I have all my bank accounts there. And then that syncs to QuickBooks and sends over transactions to the QuickBooks account. But I also use it to pay bills. So I can set up vendors and then I can send payments. So for example here, the accounts payable solution, you can pay bills without breaking the bank. So there's actually no transaction fee to send a regular ACH, and there's also, from what I can tell, not a limit in how many I can send per month. Now, I come nowhere near any of those higher volumes, but really easy to just set up a payment. So I can create a bill and I can import from QuickBooks Online. I can categorize those bills before they're paid, and I can make sure that I can pay by ACH or wire payment, or I can send a check. So that's kind of nice because I can see my bank accounts right there, and then I have my vendors and I can set up those. This is exactly what it looks like. I can set up, next day payments, same day payments, which cost a little bit more. Domestic wires, I think they're $5, I could be wrong. And then international wires, they might be closer to $35. So I might be wrong on those, but domestic wires and international wires, there's usually a fee depending on the pricing structure you're in. Next day ACH though is free, and I am in the base level of that, of the pricing tiers here. So I like the idea of Relay for an organization that is smaller, like my media business, and is already using Relay for their banking structure. You would not use Relay if you're not using it for your banking, but if you're using it for your banking, like I've really been enjoying it. It is just one less tool that you need in your accounting tech stack. And so it might be a good solution for you where it's just easy to pay the bills straight out of the system. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that to you. All right. So that is 5 alternatives to QuickBooks Online accounts payable. And I'm really excited to dive more into each one of these so that you can really see how they work and what might be best for you as you're thinking about what is the right accounts payable solution for your organization. So if you have any other tools that you are using that you just love, that you think I should talk about here on the channel, please make sure you put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear more about what's working for you, and maybe also tell me what industry you're in so I have a little bit of a better idea. And if you are not using something but you're curious about something, also put that in the comment section below, because this is Financial Tech Lab. We are here to learn, and we're here to kind of play and test and see what works for us. So excited for this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.